These are beautiful farm fields. Years and years ago, the Romans were here and they grew wheat. Now the Spaniards are here and they're growing hay and alfalfa and all sorts of good things. I'm just being a little extra careful. In reality, the bike is much more capable than I am. I'm hardly over biked, but the bike can go places with a younger, gutsier rider than I ever will. The thing is, if something were to happen, and not that it would, knock on wood as it were, there's not much you can do about it. You can get on the phone, tell the emergency people, I'm in the middle of this field, but I'm not exactly too sure where I am. Come fetch me. The great thing is, this is fairly compliant dirt. Even if you did fall into it, you wouldn't get damaged too much. A bruised ego, perhaps. I have heard stories of people getting their tires caught into these rain ruts like you see on the stride and getting damaged for real. It happens. But not at these low speeds. That would just be ridiculously bad luck. Oh goodness. What am I going to do here? This is washed. Yikes. Oh, that's a mess. Well, I got on the other side of that nonsense. What I don't want to do is put the bike in a situation where I fall on my butt. So I was particularly careful. These eddy currents aren't the best mud tires, but quite frankly, in that kind of soup, nothing is going to signify. It was only like a meter of really gooey stuff, but you can see it got all over the bike. If it were particularly a long patch, I would have just turned around. I'm not that fussed about getting the bike dirty. I am fussed about getting the bike damaged because of it. And I've done it. My last Yosi 350 watt E-hub got destroyed because it was in such peanut butter mud that it just literally got into everything and swamped out the bike. Unbelievable stuff. But mostly I just don't want to follow my butt. Like here, for example. Mountain bikes are designed to get all dirty and muddy and all that kind of thing, and it's in their job description. The one thing people have to remember is when they pressure wash their bikes later, if you should like go to a car wash, for example, keep the pressure away from any bearings. Hub bearings, the stanchions of the fork should be cleaned by hand. A few things like that. Dropper seat posts should be cleaned by hand, or a bucket of water and a soft brush works really well, but I don't have a bucket handy, but I do have a car wash handy. I also carry one of those microfiber rags used for dusting and shop cleaning and that kind of thing, and I should have one in the bag. I usually carry one. I may or may not have it today. I don't remember, but typically I have one. That way, if the bike has to be washed, I can clean it up and it'll look as good as new. As a matter of fact, the car wash in my neighborhood has a special bicycle tire holder above the drain grid, so that you can hose off your bike and all the mud and goop falls directly into the drain, and you don't have, and it doesn't get all over the car wash stall. It's the first one I've ever seen, and on a muddy muddy days like this, you'll see a line of bicycles in the afternoon, in the evening, and they'll be lined up to wash their bikes. The last time I was there were at least 6 or 7 other bikes. Well, I'm getting into civilization. So I think I'll hang it up here. So